All right, we are going to continue on with the working drawing. I'm just going to repeat what I did in class. If you did not do this or you're absent, this is what you're doing. So you're going to say create a document. We're going to call this one working drawing. Again, we did this in class, so if you did this already, don't make a new document. I'm going to say create. And I'm looking at this rectangle that I am going to create. So this is called a working drawing. I have always top, isometric, front and side view, and the dimensions on there, and isometric is going to be shaded. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to sketch on the top plane, and I'm going to make this rectangle. So sketch, top, N to normalize, and whichever rectangle that you want, corner or center, draw it out. I'm going to click on the dimension tool, and the dimension is 4 inches for that dimension, up and down. So I click and move my mouse and type in 4, enter. And then I am going to look here at either the side or the front view to see what the next dimension is. So I'm looking at this dimension, which is 2 inches. This 1 inch dimension is how thick it is. That's the extrude. So this is 2 inches. So dimension tool, top or bottom, click, drag, to enter. All right, so I have 4 by 2. And now I am going to check mark my sketch. Look at this isometric. So on the right-hand side, I am going to click on the little cube and click on isometric. Now I'm in the 3D world, so I check mark that sketch. Extrude, click on my rectangle, and it automatically does it at 1 inch. Make sure it says solid new, and it is 1 inch here, and check mark. Now I'm going to create the working drawing of this. On the left-hand side, where it says the parts, if I have one part here, I'm going to right-click or 2-finger click down if you don't have a mouse. And kind of in the middle, it says create drawing of part 1. And I'm going to say 4 views. Click on OK. Let it do its thing. All right, that took a little bit of time, but here it is. And I'm going to immediately label my views. So up on top, I have this little dark bold black box, not the one with the A with the around it, but the one that's the A and it's bold. It says note. I'm going to do the first one. This is going to be my top view. I don't have to check mark yet. I can just move on to the next one. This is isometric. This one is called the front view. And this is the side view. Now I'm going to check mark. I am going to either press the escape key or up on top, I'm going to unclick the notes so it's not bold anymore. For isometric, I always want to have it shaded so I can see what color I made. So I'm going to right click or 2-finger click down. Show hide. And then go to show shaded view. So right there on top, show shaded view. And it's going to color it in for me, whatever color I had in the part. Now I'm going to add my dimensions. Same dimensions that I had on this working drawing, I'm just going to have. So I know how long it is. So I click on the dimension tool. There's 4 inches. I know how wide. There's a 2 inches. And I also know the extrude. The 2 inches up on top, it doesn't matter. And here is extrude is 1 inch. So hopefully it gives me the 1 inch. It does. And on the side, just to make sure I have all of those, it's 1 inches by 4 inches. So let's see. Click on the side, 1 inch. And there's the 4 inches. And this first working drawing is finished.